We gotta talk about Jay Prince. He put this in his book, so this is public knowledge. He put this in his book. So shout out to Houston, my man Don Key. If you listening, that's my guy. We connected on Instagram. Dripped up and draped out. We gotta go to Houston. I'm gonna get
Jay Prince on this there.
That's a fact. That's a fact. We gotta go to Houston.
Prince, we need you, man.
You heard it here. That's a fact. Shout out to H-Town, man. So Jay Prince told the story about how he met you in his book, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell the story?
He loved me to tell that story too. He always, whenever we around new people, Chris, come on, tell them how we met. But it wasn't on good terms. And, his legend and his name and reputation precedes him. So when I had found out, Irv calls me and says 7 was signed to Jay Prince.
That's one of your producers at the time.
He was one of our main producers. Yeah. And made a lot of hit records, made a lot of money. And Jay Prince was basically claiming all the money he made and generated. Because 7 said that's his money. Mm-hmm. So if he signed to Jay Prince, he's like, collect that money, and then we'll do whatever my deal says I'll take from there. So Jay reaches out, and Irv tells me, you got to go to Houston to deal with Jay Prince. I'm like, great, great. Thanks, brother. Thanks, Irv. Good looking. But I'm a Doja, so at the end of the day, no problem. At the time, Preem was home.
Supreme.
Shout out to Supreme. Hold your head, brother. At the end of the day, Supreme is home, and he was at Beaumont, Texas, going to see his nephew, Prince. And he was coming from there.
That's a federal penitentiary, right?
Federal penitentiary out there. And he calls me and I call him and tell him I'm going to Houston. Meet me in Houston. He says, no problem. Then I call one of my other brothers out there in Houston, Black. We call him B1. So I called B1. B1's about that life. So I was like, I'm coming to Houston. I got a problem out there. He said, whatever you need, I got you. So I get out there. He's like, what's happening? He comes, picks me and Preem up. And he's like, what's happening? I said, man, who's this Jay Prince guy? I got a problem. He said, oh, man, I can't do nothing. He's like, that's the big homie.
Sorry, I can't help you.
So, keep it moving. Everyone told me don't go to his ranch. Jay says, he calls me up while I'm in Houston and says, hey, come meet me at my ranch. And I'm like,
so he has a ranch.
He has a ranch. He's a real cowboy. Like he's a country boy, man. He's the biggest provider of hay.
Yeah, he said that.
Black Angus beef.
In his book.
Nah, people don't know. He's a mogul. He's a real mogul, but he's the biggest real estate owner in Houston. Oh, wow. Yeah, he's someone you should talk to. He bought his whole hood. Fifth Ward is his. Jay Prince, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, they tell me I got to go to this ranch to meet him. I said, all right. So he sends 2 cars, 2 SUVs. For Jay, it was all presentation. See, I know this in hindsight now that I'm with, that's my brother. But in the beginning, I'm thinking this is some bullshit. Like, he sends 2 cars, 2 people in one, 4 in another, and me and Preem and Black. Black's like, I'm going to come with you in case something goes. I'll try and diffuse it and stop it. So I was like, all right, bet. So we drive. Again, I just want to give the listeners, the viewers, the vision. When you get to this part, we drove for about an hour from where we was at. Then we get to this one part, and it says James Prince Estates. And we see, it's like a billboard. And we say, okay, make the right turn. And we drove another 20 minutes.
From the gate.
From that corner to get to the middle of the gate. That's how much land he has. Like. Yeah. And then 2 more SUVs come down like this path, like dirt path. You see the cloud of smoke. Me and Preem is looking at each other like, yo, it was nice knowing you. Shit, yeah. No, we was like, yo, it's nice knowing you, yo. But we gonna take some dudes with us. We ain't going out alone, man. So they come 4 more in each of those SUVs. We go up to the ranch. And when we walk in the ranch, it was like the yard. It was like you in Rikers Island in the yard or somewhere. I mean, it was about 60, 70 dudes all over the house. And I'm like, what the fuck? Me and Preem is looking at each other like, yo, they gonna kill us. So I'm getting frustrated because he didn't come right out. Like, we're here. Where you at? And again, we're only 15 minutes in, maybe 20 minutes the most. So I'm getting frustrated. And I'm like, yo, where's Jay? Who's Jay Prince? I don't even know what he looks like. Like at that time, I didn't even know what the man looks like. you hear his name in the legend of him. I'm thinking it's gonna be this 6'4" like dude come out, and then this little dude comes out from the back. It says, "Hey, which one of y'all Chris?" And I said, "That's me." He said, "Yeah, come on, let's go talk. I'm Jay." In my head, I'm like, "This is what this is all about." This nigga right here, Jay love it when I tell it, but it's real. I promise you, it's real. Now, I just kept my composure, but I'm feeling the pressure of the room and all the dudes and just the environment. Then when I'm walking to the back with him, you see all the stuffed animals. not like the ones you won from the fucking carnival. No, real fucking animals that's stuffed and everything. And it's like, so you see he's a hunter.
He's been hunting.
Yeah, he's a hunter. And then all the heads is on the wall. And then you go to his desk, and right behind his desk is all the assault rifles. And I'm like, oh man, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then he wants to talk about $28 million that's owed to Seven, and he wants all of that because Seven told him that's all his money. To which I said, not a chance. And, the more I know Jay, the more I understand the move, because the move was really he's going by what Seven told him, but he's a man of his word. Mm-hmm. So if you say something to him, he's going to make you honor your word. So when I told him that's not it, I'm like, nah, he can't get all of that. We gave him half. Irv has the other half as the producer, and that's it. I said, he doesn't know Jay-Z. He doesn't know J-Lo, Mariah Carey, Mary J. Blige. We do. And I said, that's my money. That's basically what I told you. I said, I don't care what the fuck Sev told you. That's our money. He said, okay. And that was really the end of the meeting. Again, and then we went on after that, became really good friends, and things happened that made us get really close. You know what I'm saying? But it was a great way to, and I told him his image precedes him. So I told him the more he talks or the less he talks, the bigger, that legend grows. Yeah. So I always tell him, don't get in too much limelight. He put the book out, you know what I'm saying? And the book did great, and it looked like he was a president if you followed him on the gram, because he was in so many places. The campaign he went on was legendary. Like, I was like, "Who's your PR guy?"
And in the middle of it, he got involved with the Drake and Pusha T thing. It was like, this is all happening.
Oh, he said he squashed that.
Squashed it. Like, no, Drake's not gonna respond. He gave me his word. He's not responding.
Yeah,
and we were like, for real?
They said Drake had to track.
He said if he would have let him release it.
He said you can't do that.
We can't cross. He crossed too many lines.
There's only a few people. He's one of the biggest people I ever met.
You say strongest.
Honestly, strongest dude I ever met. I give it to Jay Prince. And Preem is a monster, but he's not as strong as Jay in that sense. He wasn't as strong. BMF, like I know T, I know Meech, they wasn't as strong as Jay Prince, in my opinion. And it's crazy. Like when I seen how he has his not city, that whole state of he has
the Kid Takashi when he was in
he had a problem with his son.
Yeah, he was like, they
yeah, I tried to fix that with Shotty. Hold your head, Shotty. You know what I'm saying? I tried to fix that with Shotty, man.
Yeah. He said you keep campaigning, eventually you're gonna get elected.
That was a hard.
I use that all the time.
But
that's real. You keep campaigning, you bound to get elected. That's a statement. I use that line now. I told him I'm taking it, so he can't get pub on it.
All right, but he said in the book. All right, so you meet him, and then y'all become good.
Yes,
and then so y'all have an idea to have a black-owned distribution company for records with you guys, Jay Prince, Rap A Lot, and Suge Knight.
Yes,
y'all was gonna come together, East Coast, down south, and that's a crazy trio. But and he said in the book, he was like, right when y'all was about to get this off the ground and running, everybody just started catching fake cases and all that. And so then that leads to your
coincidence. I don't think so.
Can you talk about that distribution channel that you guys was going to start?
Yeah, we wanted to be a major distribution company, just like a Universal, and we was going to cut deals with all of the outlets. I give Suge a lot of the credit. Suge was a super smart man. And people don't understand him from his business acumen.
Is he a good dude?
Suge is a predator. Good dude for me, yes. Suge, hold your head. Good dude for me, yes. But we had our ups and downs too. But predators, one thing they respect is that, if you stand your ground, they respect that. If you don't, if you show the weakness, they're going to take what you got. They're going to eat your food. And I learned that early from my days. So when I had to deal with Jay, I understood I couldn't show that. And then just like with Suge, I couldn't show it. So, but it all turned, for us, those are all great relationships.
Probably the reason why they said, all right, we could work with them.
So it was Suge's idea?
Absolutely.
It was Suge's idea for this?
Suge was putting it together. And Jay, again, is a super brilliant man. I'm not shading him at all because he is a genius in his own right from a business acumen also. He's very methodical. He's a chess. Like, everyone moves differently. You see how they move. He's a chess player. He doesn't speak much, And Irv is vision, creative. I'm business, and that's where we was coming together. And when Suge was saying the plays, we envisioned it and seen that it could really work. And we was like, wow, this is amazing. And then all of a sudden, this indictment, that indictment, and like I said, I don't think that was coincidental. I thought the feds really wanted to learn about the hip-hop culture and what better way to go at it than go, these three are getting together. Let's try and chase someone down and shake this tree and see what comes out.
Sam Cooke actually was trying to do something like that.
Sam Cooke, that's right. And
then
they think he's the reason he got killed.
Right, like he was seriously gets killed by some random woman.
I hate conspiracy theories, but
it's hard to
it's hard to deny certain things is what I'm saying. I hate it because I like proof. Right, I like to know facts. I don't like to talk on speculation. I like to know what's really real, and that's what I mean. But there's so many factors. Even when you talk about, let's say, like holistic doctors, and then all of a sudden, all these random doctors that got killed, it's like or disappeared. Dr. Sebi, there has to be some type of connection that correlates to these deaths. So it's like, there's a conspiracy theory, but there's a lot of facts too.
And you lived it.
So, all right. So you guys caught the Fed case. So the Feds, if anybody's not familiar,
I don't know how we caught a Fed case, but that's another story.
Yeah, the Feds, the conviction rate is 97%. You don't beat the Feds. It's almost impossible to beat the Feds because they put so much pressure on you. They stretch the cases out for so long where you almost got to cop out. That's why the conviction rate is so high because most people just cop out.
And usually your money runs dry.
So you guys at the peak of your dominance.
Yes.
You caught a federal indictment. What was that? What was
I'm
it?
gonna hit you with the Rick Ross.
Well, they tied it in with money laundering, Supreme. That's what they did.
Well, it was a lot more charges.
Okay.
It got dwindled down due to great attorneys and the right thing. Even the money laundering case was stupid. We was paying. We was charged with $1 million of money laundering, right? Just use your own common sense from there. $1 million of money laundering sounds like a lot, but at that moment we're paying tens of millions of dollars in taxes. We're paying 8 figures in taxes. I was gambling over $1 million a week. But I'm laundering $1 million. It doesn't make any sense, right? Just common sense. If I'm laundering the money, I'm trying to turn it clean, right? Yeah. Why would I be gambling $1 million plus?
You gambling $1 million a week?
Oh yeah, they got it. It's all documented.